and Jeff Masters' Piece of Cake.
What?
Okay. Why is that happening? Stop.
That was awful.
My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I am a defense attorney. I dress like it's 1937. So, you're the client for this case.
Master Jeff makes fantastic desserts while putting on a song and a dance show.
Sounds terrible.
If you don't have a good time making desserts, you might as well die.
You did not kill Mr. Dover. Can I take your word for it? Come on, shake on it.
I can't. There's glass here.
Show me
Come
your
on.
determination.
Would you happen to be more? Oh, good, she is French.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, she's cute. No way! You're the famous Kate, aren't you?
That is right. I am the only person named Kate.
I'm a big fan of Piece of Cake.
Should be called Piece of Kate. Come on.
Tell me, what is this piece of cake? My goal was to make a son who is robot, but more human than me.
Mr. Edgeworth!
What is it, Kay? Off-screen Ray is recounting his final days with my late father. This had better be important.
I've got big news! There's a huge opportunity. A big steal.
Did you actually steal something for once, or are you just being cheeky?
The latter.
Please go away.
But Mr. Edgeworth, Raid Shadow Legends' birthday is coming up.
What? A birthday?
Yeah! It's their 2nd anniversary!
That's way more important than whatever I was talking about. Get out of here, Ray.
You got it, man.
Let's check out the anniversary party.
Wow, I can't believe this was just off to the left of where I was standing and I didn't see it. What a lovely party for a lovely...
Raid Shadow Legends is a turn-based RPG. Collect champions to fill up your collection and send them out on adventures so they can fight people. Raid is celebrating its 2-year anniversary this month. They've got 6 straight weeks of anniversary events and tournaments running from March 1st all the way to the middle of April. They're even launching their first ever clan versus clan tournament, giving players a chance to directly compete against other clans to see who comes out on top. And if that's not enough, they're also releasing the first champion in the awesome Shadowkin faction. My favorite part of this game is collecting all the champions. It's like looking at a treasure hoard. If you could be any champion in the game, who would it be and why? I like Faceless. Who knows what's hiding under that mask? It's the perfect disguise for a thief.
If you could add anything to the game, what would it be and why? Raid is great, but it's a little too fun sometimes. I wish there were more chess segments to slow things down a bit.
You're weird, Edgy. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description and you'll get your free epic champion, Jotun, who is amazing for the Doom Tower. 100k silver, 50 gems, and the 3 ancient shards so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in-game. All this treasure would be waiting for you right here. So new players, be sure to pick up your rewards before the offer's passed.
Did someone say past?
I was the one who discovered Monsieur Dover's body.
So, you were the first one to discover the body.
Yes.
Yeah! Yes!
Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide.
Mr. Bad, the detective in charge of the case. A man of few words. Tastes kind of bitter.
Oh, Ray!
He likes to digest his memos in his stomach as well as his mind. The higher-ups at Ace Attorney headquarters told us that he was too normal, so he needed a weird quirk. Permission to participate in the investigation.
Investigating the crime scene.
Investigate. Investigating the crime scene.
So you don't intend to leave until you've investigated the crime scene. That seems like it's been established. Fine then. I won't elongate this conversation any longer.
What?
I will
But
give
this
you
is Ace
permission
Attorney
to-
Investigations too. That's what we're best at.
You're right. Now play a logic puzzle to convince me to leave.
Don't make jokes. Raymond, be sure to take notes on this case, and don't eat all
Leave it to me,
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth.
He's going to eat them.
I really want that chalk outline to be done with icing.
By the
That's
time she
cute.
showed up, she was too chocolate.
That's a rather dark joke.
It's leaving a bitter taste in my mouth.
It feels
I
like
am
something that
gone.
was here before isn't anymore.
The blood?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Eureka! No, what? How am I supposed to indicate this? I'm gonna back out and look around for a little while. Hey, what's your deal, guy?
Pardon my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustavia.
Now that you mention it, the whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate.
Really? Why might that be? If you are not able to surpass Sir Master in flavor and design, you will not be able to win. If only I had someone to train me.
Finger marks without fingerprints. Just like my son, I'm lacking in information. I should eat more pieces of paper.
He seemed a bit happy when they were talking about candy.
Is candy one of his favorite things?
I read Gregory as like a children's show host who's just like,
I hope everyone has a good time today.
Only Jeff Master's fingerprint fingies were there.
Were his fingies found on any other cookware?
No other fingies were found.
It says
Very hot.
pH.
Perhaps it is warning of the high acidity of tea. That's a little chemistry joke for everyone.
Initials, huh? If it were mine, it would be RS.
That's right.
Shut the fuck up.
That's right, Ray. Looks directly at the camera. What would your initials be, kids? Think of the first letter of both of your names.
highlight the missing piece of chocolate. What missing piece of chocolate? The whole thing is made of broken chocolate.
It says what it is that the blood stain disappeared, which we tried earlier.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
I did.
Oh no, there you go.
I did exactly that in exactly that location.
That is not fucking fair.
Infuriating.
Fuck you, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
This man has a very large, expansive red mole. It's actually so large, it's leaking out onto the chocolate. Argument. Seems like your feet must be getting tired, Detective, from leaping to conclusions.
Labby, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingies.
Detective Bad, we found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in the room. Wow, we didn't find that before?
It would seem there are other suspicious people beside Mr. Master after all.
I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that.
You did,
I'm
though.
not stopping my investigation.
You explicitly needed me to instruct you to do your job.
Fine, have it your way.
Have it your way. We could go to Burger King after this and get some chicken fingies.
Where is Delicia?
Oi, can I help you? Hello, boys. I'm Delicious Scones.
Could you tell me about your actions during the contest?
Yesy. We began
Is that a
making
thing
desserts
British
for the-
people say?
No. I secretly ate little bits and pieces so Jeff wouldn't find out.
Did you eat the ship's stand as well? That would be hilarious. Really?
Yesy, I did.
What? Why would you do that? That's so clearly going to have consequences.
Oh, bugger, did I kill a man by accident?
Not again.
Oh, Greggy, you're a smart boy, aren't you?
When did I become Greggy? You like all this fairy tale stuff, don't you?
Sorry. I got a bit too excited, didn't I?
No, never be ashamed of the things that make you happy.
You! What do you think you're doing? Conversing with a mere attorney? Was he in the castle?
Bad! I won't rest until I've figured out how Von Karma fit in this castle. Let's look at these giant mounds of earwax. They're Von Karma's. That's why he can't listen to anybody. They certainly don't look like desserts.
Actually, these are giant fruit by the foots. They're fruit by the meters.
Fruit by the yard.
Delicia, those things in the castle, what are they used for?
She even gave the forensics a nickname.
I think that's her way of showing she cares. Hey kids, how do you show that you care? Remember to let people know that you love them. I think I'll need to examine the rocks and the fairies again. Really?
You're kidding me.
Looks like both the lamps on the pillars are broken. Nothing else of note.
That smell. There's no mistaking it. It's a bloody.
The bloody on that lamp belonging to the victim.
You heard what he said,
This episode of the Great British Bake Off is pretty intense.
I'm playing Kirby's Adventure and I'm trying to fly away. Delicia made fake desserts. What are her true intentions?
Naturally, as a lady, I want to look young forever.
By winning this contest, I'd become immortal.
However, there was still one piece of incriminating evidence left behind. Tons of incriminating evidence.
How did you know the state of the crime scene?
I looked.
You'd best remember, Bad. Your salary depends on me.
He just runs away.
In a court of law, the evidence tells all.
You should really make up your mind about whether evidence is relevant or not.
Shut up. The truth is, I'm not really a dessert chef like I led you to believe. I'm actually a pharmacist.
Why is a pharmacist like you participating in this contest?
I joined because I thought I'd be able to eat some of Jeffy's dessert. I never thought I'd end up making it to the final.
That is Ridiculous. Congratulations.
And in this very place, they're exhibiting the Schubert Salon from 18 years ago. Though it could be just a replica of the original.
What do you mean? It's not the original. They didn't hide a Sherbert castle for 18 years. For some reason, a giant block of ice is on display. That's what you done, motherfucker. There's a description written on the surface.
It's ice. If you're that cold, why don't you borrow my clothes?
Fucking excuse me?
Guess I'll need to find someone to share body heat with, preferably a beautiful lady.
Why are you like this?
Oh, that's right. There are laws and stuff. Are you trying to prove that Uncle Ray is feeling generous today? So I'll give you a copy of this photo too. Takes a picture of the photo.
What are you, my mom with her first flip phone?
No, I'm Uncle Ray.
No! Larry! What are you doing here with a box of Mike and Ike's? What are you doing in a place like this, Larry? Why would an artist be in a museum?
Maybe you can introduce some pretty girls to me next time.
Oh, now you're talking my language, dude.
Why don't we take off our clothes?
No, man, that's not what I said. Even I'm not like that.
My nipples are still hard from the room, see?
Everyone duck.
The poison gas is coming out of his nipples.
Hey guys, I'm gonna leave.
I think I'm getting a headache. Oh, she got
Oh,
sexier.
she's different now.
Oh, after 18 years, it is an honor to meet you. Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Wow, why? You still got that golden voice in this case.
Actually, that sucked. What is this unbearable atmosphere? Everyone collapses from poison gas.
Would you care for some hot tea?
I'm already looking at a hottie. No, anyways, that takes me back.
You know, honestly, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Since there might still be traces of gas in the room, I'll have to ask everyone to wait here.
Very well. I'm counting on you.
Good luck in there, Flatfoot. It's locked.
Honey's so cool, he's just like a detective.
That's what he is. All right, gamers. Back to the chess dimension.
I'm not saying another word from now on.
Fine, good. I have no more use for you.
Dispose of Larry. There's no point in keeping any more secrets from you.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe you should have done that from the beginning.
I'm glad Logic Chess is in this game. That was a complete waste of time.
You're curious too, Edgy? Well, nothing for it. I guess I have to show you.
Logic Chess again!
I drew a picture of the very scene I saw back then.
Sorry, you drew a what? What is this disturbing picture? Is that sculpture weeping tears of blood? Yeah, I'm dealing with some stuff right now.
Hey, it scared me too.
This picture, wow, this is turning out really good. Cuts to the picture, no blood. Cuts back to Larry smiling. Cuts back to the picture, blood.
You put this sketch on your organizer?
I'm stealing this. Even a sketch like this one can be used as scrap paper after. What the? It's a good sketch!
Dude, fuck off, man. That took me like a half hour to draw.
Edgeworth, what's your damage? Let's take off our shirts and hug. Uncle Ray's a bit curious about what went on in the Autumn Palace.
He's also curious about boys. Let's take off our shirts and hug.
We finished searching the room. I didn't see any poison gas.
Gumshoe, gas is intangible.
Oh no!
Falls over dead.
Your opening performance is over. Besides, I've already got my eyes on the culprit.
Get away from me.
Blessing for this incident, Sebastian.
Oh, honey.
Guys, I'm fucking up a lot tonight. That's right, Sebastian. I think I got hit on a brick since the last time I appeared. The poison gas was caused by mixing of two different types of chemicals. Their names are Normalium and Fatalium.
Pokemon Gen 9 fucking sucks.
It is the active ingredient of a white pesticide known as megatoxin. Fatalium itself also has a deep white color. Yes, deep white, otherwise known as gray.
If those were chemicals, does that mean a ghost set off the poison gas?
His hair looks like a cottony.
I get it. You're making fun of me again, aren't you?
Ooh, he's learning.
Overruled. Stop making fun of him. He's just a baby. Prosecutor
I'm
Edgeworth,
35.
What?
I intend to bring the truth to light immediately.
No talking.
Overruled.
10 more hours of nonsense.
Blah 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 blah.
I hate these two so much.
I feel like if you cut her bang, it would be like a fucking piece of meat falling to the floor.
You. Please get to the point. Look at this face. Are you seeing this guy?
Aren't you a judge?
No, I'm a bitch.
As you can see, this man did not inhale any of the gas. What if he's a lizard person who doesn't breathe? Lizards breathe! Among other
He's like
objections.
you and he's some sort of rock automaton.
That's ridiculous.
I've never heard of that before.
She said it would only be a 10-minute recess. They sure are taking an awfully long time.
Meanwhile, they're on a seesaw outside. Whee! He's all delicious scones, the pharmacist who makes delicious drugs.
I am the danger, Yessie.
Well, you can call me Ms. Delicious.
That's my street name. How old is this woman? Can't tell thanks to all me drugs.
A girl over here sampling her wares, huh?
What's that you're eating? Well, we call it sugar. So it's sugar?
Oh, I never said that, love. Now, let's get down to business.
To defeat.
Zangpa! Are you familiar with the drug Megatoxin X?
I got some right here. Not bad.
It foams at the mouth. It's a drug that's used to kill those things. It's mega effective.
What are they called again? Oh, right, people.
It's a drug for vanquishing the creatures that strike fear into the heart of a lady.
A man. Does Judge Courtney suspect her? Fair.
The goddess of law has no need of your power.
Don't be such a dick.
Don't be such a dick in the mud.
I heard there was a poison gas leak, so I used the old dick in the mud to stop it.
Guys, I'll leave. I will leave.
I thought that was a silenced gun.
Yeah, I thought you just whipped out a gun.
Inside the thermally flexured glass case, there was frozen normalium.
Why are you licking the statue?
Get your tongue off of it!
I wanted to see if there was normalium on it.
You didn't even understand a single thing, did you?
Well, that's just because Mr. Edgeworth's explanation was too hard to follow. Hey, why don't you update the little thief so he can understand it?
If you say so. That's not something to brag about.
Shut up, you. Quiet down and listen. Suicide is, bad.
Did someone say bad?
Punches through a wall. 1 week ago. That means you didn't have it with you today.
I was expecting you to say 1 week ago. That's 18 years ago.
I normally carry that bottle of Megatoxin X in my bag at all times.
Why?
Why?
Well, some women carry tasers. I bring a dangerous poison.
And how do you plan to proceed with your investigation?
Slowly.
Weren't you going to go and talk to her yourself?
Nah, that's a job for my subordinates. All I have to do is wait for their report.
I'm sorry, Sebastian, who are your subordinates?
I'm the best prosecutor, after all.
That's not what I asked.
There's a dead body in the fountain!
Silence, everyone!
My fucking foot! Looks like it's time once again for Uncle Ray to tell you about the IS-7 incident. Sit on Uncle Pop Pop's knee.
Back
Be
to the
Greg-
past.
Samurai Jack. Jack.
Jack.
Jack. Both ourselves and the police are only human, unlike my child. Will you please shake my hand? You've left me hanging for quite a while, Raymond.
Even if that means convicting an innocent man,
Raymond, my hand.
I still have so much to learn.
Yes, please shake my hand already. I've been very patient.
There's
Young.
peanut butter in it.
Oh, you saw the old peanut butter in the hand trick, eh? What if I jiggle it a little bit?
Wait, I've got some jelly in my pocket.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Wait, why do you just have jelly in your pocket?
Don't ask questions, man.
Is it at least in packets, or is it just free balling?
Man, do you want me to answer that question?
I know it's not much, but please, eat these. They are not poison.
Chocolates.
They taste like almonds. Wait,
Without my work, I wouldn't even have the right to be here.
what do you mean?
When I was a child, I was abandoned. Monsieur Master took me in. One snowy Christmas Eve.
Okay, I wasn't ready for this.
I've lived a long life, and now I can finally die.
Yay! Let's have our picture taken, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sure, I don't mind. I'm confident in my hairstyle today. Mr. Dover's true identity was the sculpture. He was the sculpture! Can you imagine? A living statue. A golem, if you would. I know it sounds like something out of science fiction, but I assure you it's science fact.
I am positive that I melted them.
You are positive? Then why are you frowning? You seem pretty negative to me. Dad joke.
Here, take this picture. Do what you want with it.
Thanks, I haven't eaten all day.
You just ate my chocolate.
I spit it out in the garbage can. I don't eat the chocolate of a liar.
Oh no, Monsieur Master! Why do you look so poor? Did they take your money?
Oh, these chocolates. Are you sure there's no way we can give them to him? I'll inspect the chocolates. And if there are no problems, I'll think about it.
Puts them all in his mouth, chews them.
They seem okay. Come over here, I'll baby bird them to you.
So Pierre Hauquet wasn't actually French, huh?
Which is likely why he never showed himself in public while he worked under that name. The shame of being French is too much for any man to bear.
There is a recipe in my mansion specifically
What?
for making the cure. What?
A recipe for a drug that will cure your taste impairment? And he would want his children to choose to live their own path in life. That feeling. I also know it well. When Miles was left as a single bolt on my stoop, and I raised him into a young toaster. If you confess, I am positive that Von Karma will use that to his advantage. Yeah. Listen, man, I need you to know, don't be guilty of the crime. That will make it hard to be innocent. Believe in me until the bitter end. I can't taste bitterness either, dude. Detective, will you shake my peanut butter hand?
I may have a sweet tooth, but that doesn't mean I have candy for brains.
That's a what?
No one was assuming that, man.
What a very...
Please don't think badly of me because I'm old.
It's okay. I'm probably older. Don't cry. Hug. Pat. I'm so...
During the contest, Monsieur Gustavio's son always... What? A new character?
His son came to visit. I have a son. Would you mind leaving his...
I have a son, looks at his watch.
I love the idea that Edgeworth as a robot, like, grew from other tiny mechanical objects.
Digivolve into...
Miles Edgeworth.
Cold Killer X.
That's my Metabots character name.
Did someone say Metabots? Would you be interested in meeting my watch?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I know. How you doing, Von Karma?
My glutes and my quads are being ripped right now. I'm squatting.
Oh.
Because I'm on the edge of my seat. You should see these legs, you know.
What?
I have tearaway fancy pants.
Oh. It's clear they were made from the same materials.
Is that so?
I've never eaten a cake, so I wouldn't know. All I eat is caviar and gravel. Graviar.
My wife is an abbot. You have a wife?
Von Karma's wife is his prosecutor's badge.
A photo of Gustavia and Dovia and their sons.
Are they a nuclear family? Good for them. The bloodstain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared.
I sucked it up with my proboscis.
Someone erased the bloodies.
We'll see just how well your logic holds up there, great word.
Did he just fade out of existence? Von Karma! I know your methods are wrong! Humans must use their legs! They must use their legs to walk out of rooms. Only a robot could teleport. Oh, I'm very sorry about this. I have one more thing to ask you. Can I get a kiss?
What are you guys doing?
If I don't get a kiss, I might become weird and repressed. And that's why I told you about this case, Miles. I feel like there were other important elements. Anyway, that's the end of my knowledge. I tuned out after that and started thinking about one boob. Then I moved on to two boobs.
I just sort of passed out for the rest of my life. You know those fan theories where Ash is asleep and in a coma and dreaming Pokemon? It's like that, except boobs instead of Pokemon.
Ray, I hope you become a good young man instead of a disaster.
Gotta touch 'em all. And that's all Uncle Ray knows about the IS-7 incident.
Did you have to talk so much about boobs at the end? My memory of that time is fuzzy. That I was sitting next to a magnet.
The word guilty will be added to your PIC report.
What does she mean, guilty? What does guilty mean? Guilty? How is it pronounced? In that case, I shall take that load off your shoulders at once. I can lift up to 2,000 pounds with my arms that are robotic. I am a robot.
They said they know who the victim is.
It's me. Hashtag men's rights.
Even if you're related to the incident, I don't see how Prosecutor Edgeworth is.
He was in audience at the IS-7 trial. He was one of the cameras. I'm sure...
We still don't know where Mr. Dover's body and where Normalium were hidden, possibly at the Burger King.
Well, the Normalium combo meal is only $8.99.
The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is Fatalium.
The fountain is completely clear. No gross shit in it this time. You could cleanse both your heart and soul with it.
I don't have either of those.
There's no door over there. There's no door over there.
Don't make
Hey,
me
look,
get
Phoenix Wright is over there.
This isn't Phoenix Wright!
I absolutely cannot let you pass through any further than this. I'm sorry.
You're standing in front of a wall.
Your prosecutor Edgeworth, if you really wanted to, just swallow and stop you.
It's true.
Especially when you-
Wow, it's so tasty. What kind of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
This is pure fatalium. You look like someone killed your village and you're teaching a protege karate to avenge it.
Ew, what is that up on the ground?
Oh, that's
pants.
really gross.
Oh, tea. That's what you're trying to render there, artist? Why are there chunks?
Larry, did you fuck up? You fucking human obstacle. I can't imagine what part of you can be considered clean, but
Let me show you.
no, stop.
I guess even Mr. Edgeworth is interested in beauty.
I'm so obviously not.
I like how he also has Delicia there.
Yeah. But just to be clear.
Oh, I was gonna give you points. Piece of shit.
Then why did you draw her on the same page, you dick?
Well, you know when you're
Well.
I'm gonna commit to this awful joke.
Well, you know how when you're masturbating and you come really close and you gotta like think of something that doesn't turn you on so you can keep going? So I wanted her on the same
I'm
page.
gonna go get my tea.
Could I borrow this sketch for a while?
Sure, sorry it's sticky.
Normally, it would have been the reverse.
Normally or normalium?
Hide the pot.
Hang on.
Cops are here, hide the pot!
Fuck. As the curator of this museum, it would have required some fuck. Becky, let me smash. I must find a way to shatter that excuse. Let me smash.
Stop. Stop. I gotta drink my tea. I'm gonna die.
Becky. What are you up to, Ray?
I've been crying.
Uncle Ray vomited on the floor and is standing away from it, so people think it's tea.
Just go to Delicia and just go, Larry is horny for you.
Horny for me? Let's see.
Wait, do we just...
What's
Okay.
wrong, Savvy?
Chuck it in my cover, I'll give you a blowy.
I wanna die now, Savvy. PIC coming down on your ass, kid.
Do whatever, man. I don't care. Smoke.
However, only a small part of the elite pharmacists have been allowed to see it, though.
And one of them dropped it and I noticed it.
So, this woman is also a part of that small group of elite pharmacists.
By small group, we mean short.
You investigate the rest of the tea cart?
How about these giant Mario coins?
Well, the teacups are shaped like the stars.
I don't like that setting. Please turn that off.
Oh, woohoo! Oof! Let me change it
Which
back.
nipple is it? Which one?
Beep.
Becky.
What? Is that a pile of poop? What?
What were you doing when this sketch was drawn? You weren't carting out a big pile of poo, were you?
No.
Then could you tell me exactly what that work entails?
Carrying poop around in carts. Listen, I get paid $30 an hour. Would you say no? She giving you poops?
Read the line, Sim.
So please eat these then. I made them myself, though it's possible they might not suit your taste. Thank you so much.
Perhaps it's because she had them in her pocket.
I can't feel my spine.
Help!
I'm happy to hear you say that. I wasn't listening.
These chocolates are a little misshapen, but I'm glad to get some sugar into my system. Investigation complete.
No.
We figured out the mystery.
Please stop harassing Sebastine.
That's it. That's the game.
Oh, I forgot about her anti-gravity breasts.
Awful boob.
My boobs are above the law of gravity.
You have to be careful. You never know when a great thief could appear.
Luckily, one hasn't.
This might be a good time to use the technique your old man taught me.
Whips out a gun.
Tell me you did it! Time to use my secret bloodline technique. Opens walkthrough.
Well,
Am I going to sing again?
He's either
No.
dead. Oh god.
Singing and dancing and all kinds of sweets. Please kill me. No, Monsieur Master is dead?
Yeah, is he still alive? I don't remember.
I don't either.
I like the idea that, like, he got executed, but nobody ever told her, so she has this, like, weird pipe dream, and no one wants to mention it.
I go to visit him every day, but he just does not come into the room.
I sing to an empty cell. The guard always tugs at his collar, but he never brings out Mr. Masters.
I have memories of being at this strange event outside where everyone was wearing black.
And they were all crying, and I said they must be crying because Michel Master is nowhere to be found. Only this long box they are burying.
You know that the long box was made of some beautiful chocolate. I thought he would love that.
You stole them and preserved them for 18 years. This case is so dumb.
Miss Curator, what do you have to say?
I don't know what you did 18 years ago. Case closed. As such, how can I judge how difficult it would be to have been distilled? What kind of response? Well, I don't know how hard it would have been to steal them, so who is to say that you couldn't have stolen them?
They could have been on.
Someone would educate me as to how.
Can you
And he said something about the sensor was chilled.
Are you guys getting your souls sucked out in a vacuum?
What you were pushing around was no ordinary service cart. It was the sculpture itself, and to ward away the curious, you pooped all over it.
Overruled. What the fuck? It's ABCs for dumbasses.
Statata data jotted down in my organizer.
But how can someone hide a body for 18 years?
When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. She had to get all that poop from somewhere.
Just right, I have been pooping his body for 18 years.
Detective Gumshoe, I want you to gather all of her poop from the last 18 years. We should be able to reassemble them. Already ahead of you, sir. The body's been assembled.
Oh boy, are we gonna make me a brother, sir?
What the hell? No! Poop golem.
Poop group.
I still need a minute. Where did Miss Hall hide the body?
Allow me to test. Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away. But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket.
They were fresh.
What you thinking about, Edgy?
Boys.
Moreover, there is no evidence to lend credence to Miss Hall's testimony.
She just confessed, dude.
But I'm here to be difficult. Come on.
The prosecutor in the case has a history of forging evidence.
Are you suggesting that the PIC overlooked such a prosecutor?
Bitch, yeah.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I can see the remnants of Prosecutor Von Karma within you. You tried to deceive the PIC and fabricate the truth.
I'm sorry, did you literally just say there's no way the PIC could have let a falsifying prosecutor slip through our ranks? And then when I said you were wrong, you immediately compared me to a prosecutor who you knew for a fact falsified evidence, and it was the prosecutor I just mentioned? Fucking checkmate, die in a ditch.
Oh, Jello's using chess metaphors.
No! Oh my god, this game has ruined me! Can you prove that theory, or are you just saying words?
Words. I heard nothing of this from Sebastine.
Why do you think that is?
Just from the other room. Guys, I fell down and can't figure out how my legs work.
Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover? Nah, it was me! This year! What makes you able to declare something like that? Wow, this is really just Doofenshmirtz. I couldn't have killed Sir Dover, while Sir Master was also there making his desserts.
Maybe he was just super chill about it. Maybe he was like, yeah, murder, go for it.
Maybe he was busy singing a song and looking the other direction.
I stabbed rhythmically to keep him singing.
Mr. Gustavia, there is one thing I want you to tell me. Did you do the murder?
Sip, sip.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Hey, Edgeworth, could you speed this up? This chess landscape doesn't have any toilets in it.
At the time, my son was ill. Now he is a dead body, but I have preserved him in an ice sculpture. To protect my son's honor, I can say no more.
What? What was the name of your son's illness?
illness disease. My son was seriously ill. He was so ill, dude. He had like sickness and there was a germ in him. It was bad. He could never taste the desserts he loves so much. Then why did he want to eat them? He was too fat. Being unable to taste anything regardless of what you eat. Such a bitter illness. Not that you would know. If what
High five!
High five. Another human concept I need to learn.
I see the hellmouth is open.
You upstart. You startup. You small business owned by friends who just graduated college.
Desserts are the only things that are important to me.
After regaining my sense of taste, my son no longer mattered.
Why did you enter the competition? To taste my abilities.
Yo, guys, what if the kid got frozen 18 years ago?
What the fuck?
Mr. Edgeworth, sorry to keep you waiting, sir.
Just the
Is
person I
that
was
a
talking
truck?
about.
Beep beep.
They call me Truck Gruck.
I trust you have the test results?
Nope, I dropped them.
What were the results?
I don't know.
Good work, Detective Gumshoe. You handsome rock.
You gypsum man.
You alabaster boy. Your blood was found alongside Mr. Dover's body.
Overruled.
It's just like the box they were burying that day. Though that box probably didn't have a body in it, am I right?
To say nothing of abandoning your own son.
Before you judge me, first understand what happened 18 years ago.
Goodbye, son.
Now do you understand?
Kicks him off a boat.
He was the one who drew first blood. I simply gave him his just desserts.
Wow.
We did it, guys.
You waited
We did it,
18
guys. We
years
can
to
quit.
say that.
Everyone in this case is an idiot.
Why would Monsieur Gustavia have needed to freeze the body?
He was using your own technique, Catherine.
What do you mean?
If he froze the body before eating it, he would have produced the most delicious soft-serve chocolate ice cream known to man.
I'm going to shoot you.
If everything had gone according to plan, Sir Master would never have been arrested.
If no one had discovered the body, then I would have got away scot-free.
So you figured it out. The statute of limitations, which if I knew about, there was no reason for me to show up here at all.
It has been 18 years since I murdered Dover.
The statute of limitations was also put in a block of ice for 18 years, meaning time didn't pass. What?
Neither Mr. Gustavia's testimony nor your logic can be taken as official legal proof.
His testimony can't be it's a
No,
confession.
no.
Can't you free masters at least?
No.
If we can't arrest Mr. Gustavia, this should at least earn Mr. Master a retrial.
Really? I wonder about that.
Why?
If he just walked over and like snapped her neck and was like, "Everyone cool with that? Can we just move on?"
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, I wasn't paying attention. Why is she sleeping?
We're gonna be like, he was in another country, so the statute of limitations didn't count.
What?
I see no further reason to prolong this trial.
Me neither, yet here we are.
I had finally earned my place as the greatest confectioner in the world. By killing all the other contestants, I'm still losing!
Here he comes. Oh god, it's the demon.
I exercise
Shadowclone.
my demon!
You're going to jail for feeding people poop.
Kate, I can't believe it.
At least we'll always have poop. Ah,
Come
more
here.
chocolate.
Let me give you a hug and squeeze out some more chocolate. Sorry to interrupt, but I've eaten the suspect.
I have no need to answer you.
It seems she doesn't intend to ever give me an answer. What a fun character.
Hey, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Do you want to be friends?
That patented Edgeworth glare, just like your old man.
He was an older model, so he had crossbows for eyes.
What do you think happened to the top of my fro? Shaved right off.
Parted like the Red Sea.
I was going for the first of my famous hugs, checking for booby traps, and lo and behold, there they were. Gotta watch out for those booby darts, Miles. That's the first thing I learned as a lawyer. Your dad taught me that.
I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
So, this is Jeffrey Master. What's he like?
Oh, he's a really nice and gentle guy. He actually cooks desserts for the inmates.
So, the chocolate cake we saw in the prison the other day. It all comes full circle.
Hey, Will, we should make those brownies later.
Thank you for watching. So this case had 12 hours of footage to cut down, and I did my best to get as much of it into the video as I could without it being too long, but there was a lot left on the cutting room floor. So actually, I made a second video as an extra episode, and it is exclusively available to my patrons over on Patreon. You can watch it right now by clicking this little orange button on the right. Also, if you like these videos, you can watch us do more stuff like this live on Twitch. We are currently playing through my favorite game of all time, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Fridays, which is today. So come check us out. Okay, bye!